れでは戦場へ向かいましょう。
Hello everyone, this is Ninja Guy _12 here, bringing you the Gundam Mark II in my, I guess what I would call my beautiful, disgusting, hard to look at, neon green colors that would make it disappear in green screen. So, yeah, it doesn't look good, and that is kind of the whole point of this thing, because I've mentioned it in many videos in the past that the Mark II is insanely broken. It is a dumb mobile suit, so why not just make it more dumb by making myself, you know, noticeable by literally everyone and hurting their eyeballs with neon green that's metallic. So, technically, you would have seen this before. I had Salty Walty do a request video a long while ago. Basically, it was basically the same exact color, but basically using the shrapnel bazooka for his request video. I requested him to make that video because that was Patreon. But so if you guys are interested in seeing that, I will try to put the link to that video in the description down below, just so you guys could watch that, and also leave a link to my Discord if you want to join it. And it's also the same place where if you want to ask me about the colors that I use, you could do that in Discord or on the comments of the video. So the Mark II is again a dumb mobile suit. It is. I feel very bad when I use this thing, and there's very few suits that really do that. But really, this thing and the GB02, and I guess the Mathis now, because obviously this was for a while ago when these two gameplays were made. But yeah, I've got the Mathis. You've seen that video before, hopefully. And yeah, I feel bad about using those suits because they are insanely stupid broken. And the Mark II is basically the bane of that. It's basically, the Mark II is a 500 point general at level 1, could go up to level 3 at 600. This is the level 3, and I only have the level 3 because this game refuses to give me the level 1 and 2. Because I totally would use this suit more if I got him at 500 or 550. And that is my first complaint right there about this suit. The fact that it is a 500 point mobile suit at level 1, when it really shouldn't be. This thing, technically, I think, well, I mean, technically it's probably not as good as the GB01 because that thing has better armor. This thing was made, I think, from lunar titanium ceramic composite armor, so it basically means lighter armor to make this thing a lot faster, but at the cost of not being able to take as many hits as, let's say, the original Gundam. So there's that. So that's probably why this thing is not at 550, but it really should be at 550. It is stupid broken. The second thing I'm about to get into is just the insane melee damage this dumb thing could pull off. It is stupid, alright? Let's just get the cat out of the bag here. It is so dumb, and it really should not be doing like almost 5k damage to support with a downswing. So that's my thought on that. But otherwise, the Mark II, despite all that meta stuff, this thing is technically a good mobile suit, even though I just personally hate using it, and I feel bad when I bully the shit out of people, specifically raids. Because this thing destroys raids like it's nobody's business. And that is sad. That a kinda decent player like me can absolutely destroy people with the Mark II. So, that is not very fun for anyone. But otherwise, the Mark II is still pretty, I guess, good. I guess nowadays. Even though I feel like the Mathis is a little bit better if you want to just only do range damage. This thing is more better for melee damage. But besides that, let's continue. So the Gundam Mark II could equip one of 3 weapons. The Gundam Mark II beam rifle, which it comes with as a standard weapon, which does fairly decent damage, though. It is an E-Pack beam rifle, and it does stagger when it hits. So if you're not a fan of these E-Pack beam rifles, then just go with something else, I guess. But if you are into bazookas, you do have 2 flavors. You have the Hyper Bazooka 2, and then you also have the shrapnel version of the Hyper Bazooka 2. Which basically, from what I could tell, the Hyper Bazooka 2 is like almost exactly the same as the Hyper Bazooka Modified. Like in terms of looks, it basically, I think, does a little bit less damage overall, but like has 4 shots and could ready up faster. Sorry if you heard that notification. Just PlayStation, you know. But that's what I could tell. And I guess technically model kit wise, the Hyper Bazooka 2 for the Gundam Mark II is, I think, taken just from the I think one of the master grade takes it. Basically, it takes the bazooka, or no, I got it wrong. Basically, the the bazooka that the master grade P Bandai powered Gym takes is pretty much the same as the Gundam Mark II's Hyper Bazooka, except it just changes the handle, which I'm assuming that is the really only difference in model kit form. So, I hope. But otherwise, yeah, that's that. And, you're about to see how really dumb this suit is when you check out my endgame stats for this match in particular. Because I get 3 new high scores here. I think I get... Well, we're about to see, because obviously we're about to watch. So yeah, I got a nice mission completed. Let's see the stats. I got top individual and top damage dealt. And then I got top score in individual damage dealt and MS kills. So yeah, this thing is stupid broken. But anyways, let's move on to the next match. And again, this is the same map. And speaking of which, this is basically the mode is 600 target shuffle in Derelict Colony, which I love a lot. Like, it is so much fun doing 600 target shuffle on Derelict Colony for some reason. I don't know why. It's just a lot of enjoyment. So, yeah, I just find a lot of enjoyment of this kind of type. So I might actually maybe open up a room where it's just like 600 Derelict Colony target shuffle. I don't know. Maybe eventually I get to that. But otherwise, I do just want to take the time to talk about other things. And I also completely forgot to mention that I'm playing with a friend, Johanna, who is in, or the first match he was in the Gelgoog Marine Commander type, and in this match he's in the Gelgoog High Mobility type. Just so you guys can know. But otherwise, I do want to talk about some other stuff briefly. So I'm just gonna kind of go over, just kind of some random stuff. But I won't like entirely go on random stuff. I'll probably like at least keep on one subject. So I think I'm just gonna talk about like shows, I guess. Just because I can, and this is my video. It's not like you guys could stop me. But anyways, I think one of the things I want to address in this video is just like everyone talks about Avatar, alright? Avatar: The Last Airbender, the Nickelodeon show, and everyone was just hyping that up, and it's just like, oh bro, why have you watched Avatar? That's like the greatest show of all time. Like, it is a classic. Like, okay? But, in overhyping it so much, you've made me care less about it. So that's why I've never actually watched Avatar, and I don't really plan on watching Avatar. Unless, like, unless I'm paid, like, $50 to just watch the entire series or something like that. Then I'll consider watching it, but until then, I ain't watching it because A, it doesn't really interest me, and B, it is way overhyped. It is basically the same reason why I don't like games such as, like, Fortnite. Well, I mean, Fortnite has another reason to it, but basically I don't like that game because it is way too overhyped, obviously when it first came out. But other than Fortnite, I think the other thing I didn't really like about it was My Hero Academia, because everyone talks about how good that show is, but I haven't watched it, and I don't plan on it because A, it was overhyped, again, like Avatar and Fortnite, and B, I don't really like the characters, to be honest. Like, the character designs, at least. I'm pretty sure they're well-written characters. It's just like I don't like how they look, and the art style I don't really like all that much. It's the same kind of art style I am not really used to, I guess. Well, I mean, it's not as bad as another show which I'm about to talk about. Probably is like a one, but I mean. My Hero Academia is like, art style isn't terrible, it's just, I kind of prefer other things, but, for me, I think it would be a lot better. But, the kind of art style I really don't like is the art style that's used on, like, shows like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Yes, everyone, that show is a giant meme at this point. But I just do not care about it. And the art style, just, I hate it. It looks ugly in every aspect to me. So, I don't like it at all. And that's why I'll probably never watch JoJo Bizarre's Adventure. So, yeah, if you guys expect me to watch that, no, I ain't doing. Maybe, maybe if, like, I'm, like, tied down to a chair, and, like, it was playing JoJo 24 hours, then I can't sleep while I'm watching the entire thing, then maybe, maybe I'll like JoJo, but otherwise I ain't gonna bother watching it or like it, so sorry if you're a big fan of JoJo. So sorry in advance. But otherwise, in terms of like other shows, I do have some anime that I have watched in the past. Probably one of my favorite ones that I used to watch. I don't really watch it much nowadays, but it's still one of my favorite. It's called Haganai, or I think the English translation was I Don't Have Many Friends. That show was really fun to watch. I loved every second of Haganai. It was a great show. And then other shows that I've watched was Higurashi no Nekokoro ni, which you know, has a kind of cutesy art style, but is very dark, and I love it. I just wish that I could watch the I guess kind of remaster, I guess, in a way. I don't know what it's called, but like a new HD version of that show. It'd be nice to watch that eventually, but I also watched Overlord, which is another great show. And then also I don't know if you guys ever watched this show because of how dumb it is, kind of how gay in nature it is. Ooh, sorry. But it's a show called Love Stage. Have you ever watched it? Oh my god. That show is really weird, and I was forced to watch it by my friend Infa. so I didn't have any input. He forced me to watch it, and I'm starting to grow to like it, but I'm still not a big fan of it. But otherwise, there's still some shows I'm eventually planning on watching, like Zombieland Saga, even though it's dumb. Still want to watch that. And then I also need to watch shows like, what's that one show? Shows like After War Gundam X, because I have not watched that, and I need to watch some shows and watch more anime in general. But otherwise, those are my 2 matches in the Gundam Mark II in these neon green colors. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and these kind of random topics, and I will see you guys later.